Mass Effect Andromeda. I probably should have started loading that before I started streaming. But yes. Let's see, just getting my chat up here. Let's see. I will be right back. Oh, there we go. Let's see, hopefully the camera finds me without too much issue. Okay. That's the only problem when we move. It screws up my camera. Because I don't have the money for a cool green screen. Or, well, not money, but room for a cool green screen. Alright. So we are still on Kadera and we are going to go to... We're cleaning up some more side quests. And yes, I'm thinking tomorrow I might try streaming something a little different just to give some variation. I don't know if people may be getting tired of seeing...
Pathfinder, we are nearing current disk point. The exile camp mentioned in Yafir's logs.
We should talk to Malik and search the area for clues.
Alright, let's go see what we find.
Alright, keep an eye out for anything that might be connected to the poisoned Angara.
Alright, well you're vibrating, but I don't see anything here. I hate that. When the sensors like vibrate to say, hey, something's here. Alright, well nothing's showing up, so let's just... Okay, well... There's people just hanging out here. That's a bit weird. I thought the way they were making it sound like everybody was dead. But these people seem fairly alive. Although, I guess she was talking about somebody that actually worked on the... Oh, wait a minute. Did I already talk to these people yesterday?
Welcome back.
My squad and I came across an Angaran town not far from here. The inhabitants were poisoned. Their water filters had been tampered with.
Nasty way to go.
I found a log that mentioned trouble with this camp. Know anything about that?
Can't say I do, I just sell beds.
And clean water.
I don't like what you're implying, Pathfinder.
Oh, I'm implying.
Either rent a bed or get the fuck out. Please.
Huh.
Welcome back.
I better get going.
See you around.
Alright, we need to find some sort of proof to nail these people to the wall.
Picked clay.
Water filters. The make and design matches those found in the Angaran town.
So exiles stole the Angara's design and poisoned them for good measure.
We should talk to them. Get the whole story.
Hey,
Oops. Sorry about that.
you just couldn't leave it alone.
These filters. You stole the design from the Angara, didn't you?
This doesn't concern you. Walk away. Before you can't.
You murdered an entire town. I'm not leaving until I know why.
We came to them. Starving. Dying of thirst. But instead of helping us, those flapheads bled us dry.
I like how my hair continues to disappear. So this tech obviously is not
Everything.
100%
Not everything. You survived. You set up here.
foolproof.
The Angara are the only ones who know how to properly filter this planet's water.
Oh.
All we wanted was to be self-sufficient. I offered to pay for the designs. They refused
So you poisoned them.
and took all their business.
I won't let you get away with this.
Figured you'd say that.
Uh-oh. Time to go mess people up. Time to go to work. Let's see, where is the other guy I'm looking for? Hope that was worth it, dude. And took care of that problem.
At least the Angara get some justice.
I was gonna let that stand. I mean, it's one thing to be kind of a dick.
How did you get past the mines?
Mines?
Damn scavs must have disarmed them again.
I take it you don't like visitors.
I like explosions and watching squishy things like you fly in the air.
Fun as that sounds, I won't overstay my welcome.
Doors that way.
So today was a good day at work. Actually, it was an okay day at work. But I had my work phone was kind of dying, so I finally had to get an upgrade. And for those of you that have listened to the podcast I host, I have been a Microsoft Windows Phone supporter for quite some time. I've been using the M8, HTC M8 Windows Phone variant for some time now. And I actually managed to get Windows 10 on it, which I guess you can't do anymore now. If you try to go to the upgrade advisor, it actually tells you that it's not a qualified phone. I actually was in there when it was still in beta, so I do have Windows 10 on it. And the phone works to some degree. It's not as great as it could be, but you know, it works. Let's see. Find stolen turbine parts. Okay, let's go find the turbine parts. Oops, I'm gonna go look at the map. Alright, well, we'll just keep going that way. Actually, am I pointing in the right direction or no? I need to turn to my left a little bit. Let's hope I'm going the right direction here, otherwise I may have made a grave error. Ooh, Nelly. Let's try the other side of the mountain first. There we go. So anyways, yeah, my Windows phone was dying. I was in the process of looking for or getting something for work. And I mean, I have an iPhone that I use, but I have to actually carry two different devices. So, basically, I decided to give it a shot and go with the Pixel. I was kind of intrigued by it. You know, it may not be perfect. Alright, come on.
Maybe the scavengers will be reasonable.
Don't get your hopes up.
This must be the hideout of those hackers who attacked Sam. Everyone, remember, these people think their virus worked. Sam's gone, and I'm on their side.
This'll be good.
Private channel only once we're in, Sam.
Huh. Okay, well, happy accident. We'll go check this out.
Welcome to our sanctuary. I'm Catherine Nye, Knight to my colleagues. I wrote the virus that freed you from Sam.
I don't know how to thank you.
I'm sorry your father did this. The initiative's use of AI could doom us all, and you were the first to suffer.
Did your virus kill Sam?
Sam has been reduced. It's harmless now. I saw the folly of merging humans and AI in the Milky Way. A Black Ops project called Overlord.
That's a nice
created
callback.
monster. Many died. My son was hurt, and the young man used as a host was consumed. Every Pathfinder risks the same fate.
That can happen? I've never heard of Overlord.
I guess your father hadn't either. Excuse me, I have work to do. Unless you have
Yep.
questions.
If you're afraid of AI, why join an organization that uses it?
We needed an escape. I thought the initiative was using shackled AI for research. When I understood it... Well, a firefighter doesn't run away from a fire.
Interesting.
What more can you tell me about Project Overlord?
A Black Ops experiment by mad scientists to merge a human mind with synthetic intelligence. Their creation was a horror. I paid a heavy price to get my son out.
You think the Pathfinders could be overcome by their AI?
Worse. If the initiative thinks the human-AI merge works, they might roll it out to everyone. Imagine Sam's power in the hands of people who weren't ready for it.
Fair enough.
I shouldn't keep you.
Thank you. Don't worry about Sam reconnecting. Our AI detector is always watching.
That's good to know.
The virus was a beginning. I'm about to make sure the initiative never repeats its mistake.
Uh-huh.
Pathfinder, it's unlikely an AI detector could discern our private channel. However,
Huh. That's interesting.
Whatever Knight's planning can't be good.
She's dangerous. Let's find out what's up. Discreetly. My scanner tripped the AI detector.
I can mask this as an error, but future pings might draw attention.
Maybe there's another way to find out what Knight's planning, if she gives us enough time. It's a schematic for a blue box?
A quantum computer. They serve several purposes, including creating AI.
Oh, welcome. I'm Laveria. I'm so glad Knight's virus worked.
There are a lot of female Turians here.
It sounds like Knight is taking all this to the next level.
Oh yes, very soon now.
Has she told you anything?
Not much. Alain, her son, would know more.
Why did you join Knight's movement?
I know.
Yeah, it's just,
Me,
you
an
notice
underground
that
hacker.
it's kind of weird
Back
that there's a
home, I was
lot of female
concierge on
Turians.
Citadel.
Not that that's bad, it's
I
just,
coded
you know, we
games with my
had
little
3 games
sisters.
where we
They
rarely
played
saw
together,
that
walked
many
to school
female
together.
Turians, and now
And when those Geth machines attacked the
it's,
Citadel,
God, I
Geth
think like at least
killed
half
them
or
all,
more of the
spikes,
Turians I've run into so
together.
far have been females,
Shit, that's awful. That's why
which
I
is
left
kind
for
of
Andromeda.
interesting.
And
Anyways,
why
I was
I
talking
hurt
about this. So I picked up this Pixel phone, and I find it, you know, it's got the touchpad on the
It's a
back
relief
for
to
the
be
fingerprint,
free,
which
but
is a
Sam
little
wasn't
weird.
so
I thought
bad.
you could use your,
Each
you
AI
know,
is
just a
different.
front screen, but
None of the Geth who attacked the
That's
Citadel
not the
stopped
case.
the others from hurting my little sisters.
and,
I'm sorry.
excuse
Sam
me.
would have been sorry
I
too.
like the
Really?
podcast
What?
app. That was one thing that I really had a
Thank
sore
you.
spot with on the Windows Phone was the podcast app was terrible.
later,
You
Laverne.
almost had to use a third-party app
Come by
because it was
anytime.
like,
This must be tough to hear, Sam.
Those AI are the product of a different civilization. Ours will be founded on organic, synthetic partnership. I bridge the hard-earned lessons of the past and the promise of the future.
you know, I had a lot of issues with the podcast app where things would disappear, podcasts would disappear, or they'd start downloading and then say they were finished, but
Looks like Knight's personal
they wouldn't be
console. Sam, can
finished.
you get into it?
Yes, but my access will trigger the AI detector. You'll only have one chance.
Okay, let's wait until we know what we're looking for. Damn it.
A military-grade EMP device, normally used to damage electrical equipment.
Okay. Interesting. Man, they really went all out on not liking.
They must know something's up by now. Be ready.
You must be Ryder. Alain. My mother's in charge around here. But you're a celebrity. Sorry I can't show you around. I'm stuck sitting here for a few more hours.
Wow.
Is something wrong?
I'm fine. Just good old Project Overlord. Still kicking me when I'm down.
But
When Mom has...
I like the layout.
No, can't talk about that. Do you
Of
need
the
it?
phone. It's a little thick, you know, it's a little more thick than I thought it would be.
Anything you can tell me about Project
That's
Overlord?
okay. It has the microphone
Black Ops
jack,
guys
so
tried to
that's
make a
always
VI human
good.
hybrid. They hired my
Because I
mother
still
as
have
well.
a
They told me I was a
an
candidate
old
for the human
school
heart.
2005 car that doesn't have
Like my
any
body
sort
was
of
doing me
input
any favors.
adapter, so I still have to use
But my
a
implants
cassette
got
deck.
hacked.
Yes,
Mum
cassette
said we're
deck, because it
leaving.
doesn't even have a CD or
Lucky
anything
me.
like that.
Overlord
Cassette
went
deck
down
to
fast.
3.5 millimeter jack adapter.
If it's alright, can I ask why you need all these machines?
I had a serious infection in my nervous system. I used spinal implants to walk and, you know, bathroom stuff.
Huh.
But while my mother was working on Project Overlord, my implants got hacked. They still work. I just have to sync them a few hours a day.
Kind
Your
of felt
mother
bad
seems
for
to
this
have
guy.
plans.
Mum's always got plans. A big one's coming up.
Nothing else you can tell me?
I would. But you just arrived. I learned the hard way. Trust has to be earned.
I've gotta go.
You know where I'll be.
Pathfinder, I believe we can fix Alain's implants. I have schematics for an appropriate device. It will require time and resources.
Or I could start scanning, but that's risky.
Uh-oh.
We were trying to help you!
Well, that didn't go as planned. Well, he's not dead, so that's something.
We need to be certain what to look for first. Blueprints for the computer network on the Nexus. So we don't know what she's planning, but we know where.
Okay, let's hack.
Security protocols breached.
Cross-reference for blue boxes or quantum computers, EMP, and the Nexus.
Files found. Mercury. A strike to prevent any future AI by destroying all quantum computers on the Nexus.
Well, that couldn't
Damn
be
it.
good.
You could use those computers to create AI, but right now they run half the station. A lot of people could die. We need to stop Knight, now.
So... I'm guessing I kind of need to go do that, don't I? I really didn't want to leave the planet. I wanted to go and... See, that's the thing. I've always been freaked out with those kind of missions now. ever since I ran into that, you know, you had that mission in Mass Effect 2 where if you didn't go to the collector ship where your crew was, right away. Boy, did it end up biting you in the ass. No good, getting farther away.
Well, dead is a kind of reasonable.
This seems just too convenient. Agreed?
Someone got to them first.
And destroyed Ashland's missing parts. What the hell did this? Thanks!
Holy shit. That thing is huge. Uh-oh. Woo!
Well, let's go give Ashland the bad news.
Well, that thing was crazy. Alright, well, where's my Mako? Now, I wanted to see if I can get my way to there. Okay, there's my waypoint. Alright. Don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to set up a waypoint. What I want to do is get to my, you know, to have, to get my forward operating station. There we go.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
At least that way I have a, you know, a quick way to get out here now. To like, I like getting those things if they're, you know, when I can, because it makes getting around a lot easier.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system.
Alright, so now we need to get back to our ship. Alright, well, let's go to where we need to go for this thing. So we can let the lady know, hey, we know where your stuff went and why it's broken. Some crazy beast was out there tearing it up.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Alright, well, we will just go right by you. Sorry guys, I got a place I gotta be.
Think that's it.
There we go.
Found your scavengers. Dead. A fiend got them.
And the turbine
Destroyed.
parts?
Destroyed. Nothing left but scrap.
I'll take satisfaction knowing my yard drive isn't being used by a bloody scav. Thanks, Pathfinder.
What do you think about Kadera?
Smells like week old eggs and curdled
Huh.
milk.
So you regret leaving the Nexus?
Pathfinder, I regret leaving the Milky Way. But if Kadara's taught me one thing, it's that there's no time for regrets. Live in the present or die thinking about the
Oh,
past.
that's a fair way to look at it.
Who runs the wind farm?
It's a communal effort. Everyone helps maintain the turbines. But me and the Solarian are the only trained technicians. So, naturally, that puts us in charge.
Does the Solarian have a name?
Yeah, and if he was ever nice, I'd use it. Until then, he's just the Solarian.
Alright, there you go. That's one
Stay
way to
safe.
put it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, well, with that, let's go ahead and get back to where we were. Yep, I want to go back there. Well, because I want to go and, man, I need to get a little better lighting in here. I've always told myself that. I used to play a lot of SingStar, and one of the things I used to note with SingStar was that I felt I could have better lighting. To make the video clips that you make, you know, a little better. Like, I've got light in front of me. You know, I've got a good sized light in front of me, but it's just, it doesn't give enough lumens, I think, to really brighten the room. It does enough to, you know, give a decent amount of light, but like as you can see here, the software that I'm using to kind of do a virtual green screen, it's not that great. Matter of fact, I have no head right now, so that's always a positive. But when I have it, like when I do it in my dining room area where my computer is, I get great light. But again, probably has something to do with the fact that I have better lighting in there, so it can see and define me better. But that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the Nexus. As much as I wanted to stay on Kadera and do missions, we want to go take care of that rogue AI, or that AI killing virus. And the reason I'm putting such a precedent on it is similar to that mission where you fight the collectors in Mass Effect 2. and you go to their base because your crew has been kidnapped. You know, you had that whole mission where you were Joker and you were kind of crawling around in the bowels of the ship. And the idea is that if you didn't go and save your crew in a specific amount of time after that mission, if you just sort of kicked it around and, you know, just kind of were like, oh, you know, I'll get to it when I get to it, no biggie. Yeah, if you took that approach, you know, you'd end up getting chewed out by your doctor, and by the doctor, she'd be like, oh, why'd you let everyone die? You're such a bad person. And why didn't you come and save us, Shepard? So, and, you know, because you come in and you see, like, the scale itch gal, the one that'll sleep with anything, the navigator, whatever her name is, Williams. Not Williams. Oh god, I can't even think of her name now. But you know, you see her getting blended up in that pod, and it's like, oh well, that's pretty disgusting. And you know, they tell you that, oh, you could have saved us if you would have gotten here a little quicker. You know, they could have been saved. So, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so I don't know when I see timed missions now in Mass Effect, or well, when I hear somebody be like, "Oh man, we need to take care of this soon," I tend to jump on that mission because I have the feeling like, oh, I need to go jump on this soon because, oh, by the way, they're going to end up being dead. Or this will have ramifications if I don't take care of it now versus later. So, ergo, we're taking care of it now. Oh, well, that's nice, Candace.
Where's Knight?
We're tracking her down, but those devices are still live. I need you to take care of them, quietly. We can't afford panic.
Working on it. All right.
Son of a bitch, you played me.
Knight?
Yes, me. I let you near my son. You're not stopping this.
I killed all those people. I could have put a bullet in your son's head if you wanted me to, but I didn't. But I really could have.
Construction and repairs continue on various parts of the nexus. Authorities have no word on completion, and remote visitors will avoid affected areas.
Yeah, it's like, why are you so intent
This is HNS.
on this?
Haven't thought out many parts yet. Probably a joke in there somewhere.
Let's see. Got that one.
Ryder, please. The Nexus doesn't need those computers. But we won't be safe from another overlord until they're gone.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I sacrificed everything to stop it.
Alright. Getting close. Getting farther.
Ryder, we cornered Knight, but she's carrying the last of those devices. I have a sniper ready, but she wants to speak to you. We could end this peacefully.
I'll go talk to her. I got nothing to lose here. We'll see how this plays. If I have to, I'll call the sniper in. I don't want to.
As authorities baffled, multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS.
I'd like to solve it peacefully. But that said, I think she's mad at me.
Candros reports the sniper is ready.
Understood, Sam.
Sam, such a human name. But you murdered my colleagues. God only knows what happened to my son. Nothing in you is human now.
I dream, I bleed, I feel like you. I just have a little extra.
Until Sam decides otherwise. I'm sorry, it won't let you see. But you're the beginning of the end. Ella, I'm sorry.
So that kid's gonna be stuck on the planet by himself. That's kind of messed up. Look at that. No muss, no fuss. Not even any blood. Alright. Well, we should probably get back to our Kadera. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to select a mission. I wanted to do the murder one. That looked like it was kind of neat. I want to jump.
I was just being honest.
Hey, it's Vetra.
Hey, Vetra.
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah,
I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Going well, I hope?
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
Okay.
I stopped an unauthorized shipment to Kadera. Important stuff. Rations, tools, power cells, you name it. Corresponds with inventory discrepancies. Someone's stealing and storing supplies around Nexus and Hyperion for delivery to the exiles. If you could keep an eye out for suspicious or out-of-place packages, I'd appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do.
Great. Stolen supplies haven't been processed for release, so Sam should be able to detect them.
Hey. Alright, back to Kadera we go. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be streaming tonight because, man, I was just exhausted. Like, just got hit like a ton of bricks around night. Excuse me, 9:30. And then just kind of was falling asleep at my computer desk. Until about 10:20, 10:30. No, I don't want to disembark. I want to go to Kadera. Anyways, and I was just like, I had that constant, like, your eyes just sort of falling. I was slumping in my chair and just... Didn't help that I had the news on because I was watching all the stuff about Comey today because that was weird. So... yeah, I just sort of... and then I kind of woke up and I played some of the new Hot Wheels expansion pack for Forza Horizon 3, and that was cool. Except for the first Hot Wheels car they give you, like, for actual races, like after you do the intro where you're driving onto the island. Man, that car sucked. But other than that, I was pretty happy with it. The tracks are cool. You get to see my head get cut off again. Slowly come back. Like, if I adjust the camera just a little bit, then things start to get better. But it's all about lighting. I mean, that's all it is. If I fix my lighting, or I get better lighting, then it won't be as much of an issue, but that's okay. Oh man, yeah, I still got a case of the yawns though from... Alright, well... we're gonna go with Drac on this one because this is probably gonna get a little dirty, and I think I need a little more gangster and a little less academic. And I thought about streaming some Near Automata. I picked that up when it was on sale, and I thought about streaming some of that tonight, but I've heard the beginning of that thing can be vicious, just absolutely vicious. So I was a bit hesitant to do it, but I don't know, I might try that. I also have like Yakuza 0 I want to get back to, and I'd like to do some streaming because I think it's a game that it's not as many people stream it and not as many people play it, so I think it would be a nice one for people to see. And it's something different. It's not something that you see on every channel.
Yep, still hurts.
Yeah, I know. I just kind of ran into a toxic dump. Alright, dude, so where are you? Man, you are not making it easy to find you. Maybe he's in the club? Okay.
I'm drinking. And leave the
There we go.
Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Crawla's. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would a Rokar be in Kadera port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloane, Angaran run. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
Huh.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way...
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
Mm-hmm.
An Angara
The argument
port run
seems
by aliens
sound.
would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof. And the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadera Port.
Looks like I'm adding detective to my growing list of
Ain't
titles.
nothing wrong with that.
Detectives find things, and you're...
A Pathfinder. Yeah, I got it.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there.
Why are we in the slums doing this, though? Huh.
Move along.
Alright, so where is it? Maybe. Huh. Okay, so it's underground, or it's got to be underground. Okay, so huh. Alright, so where are we gonna go? How do we get down below the surface? Alright, there's gotta be a way to go down. Alright, go to the crime scene. Which I can't figure out how to get to. And the crime scene is out here. Alright. Now we get to find it? Alright, well let's get to where this mission is, and then we might be calling it for a night, because we've been going for just about an hour. And I still need to work on getting the export and keywords and all that set up for YouTube.
We've got targets!
Made 6 new sounds getting out of bed this morning.
Alright.
Suggest things moving. You get that, Vetra?
No, I don't get that. And I sure don't talk about it.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back and look at the map. Alright. Enough. Still kind of zoning out now again because it's starting to get late.
Exiles could have rolled up and died, but look at what they've built, even out here.
Come on. Oh no. There we go. Alright, come on.
Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Alright, well, let's get out and investigate, shall we? And then we'll probably call it a night, so I'm not falling asleep in the middle of a broadcast.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of ZR. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
They wanted him to suffer.
Do your scanning thing.
Do your
Look for
scanning
anything
thing.
that might lead us to the killer.
Thank you for using that oh so technical term of do your scanning thing. Oh, is this where we were?
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rogar profile. It's a start.
Okay. Okay, frying pan. Someone got clocked with the frying pan.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
Huh. So what do we do? Alright, well, why don't we go outside and look?
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
It's Shalesh, the Angaran trade language. A home filled with strangers becomes a prison.
Sounds pretty Rokar.
This inscription, along with the DNA and footprints, supports the theory proposed by Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder.
Let's pay our local Rokar a visit.
You know where they are?
I wasn't sitting on my ass this whole time. I'm looking at the place right now.
Send me the coordinates. These murders stop today.
Yay. Alright, well with that, we're going to go ahead and save our game. And we're going to go ahead and sign off. Remember, I'm Joe Haygood, aka mclazyj, and I do host the You Like the Worst Stuff podcast, so I hope you'll give it a listen. I finally got around to adding it to the Google Movie Store, or Music Store, which figures because I wanted to put it on my phone, which is a Google phone, and therefore I'd have to get it through there. I also host that with Mr. Foreman and Mr. Tony, and we have a Patreon, so if you want to kick in a couple bucks, if you're really enjoying the show, that'd be great. It helps us put more back into the show, do some advertising, build up our free giveaway pool that we do each week. So if you don't have it, don't sweat it. The podcast doesn't go behind a paywall or anything. As a matter of fact, I have some bonus content that I am going to try to get on the site tomorrow, and I'm hoping that's before the end of the day. Excuse me. Along with episode 225, which I'm looking to post tomorrow as well. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go get some sleep, which I much need. And I will be back tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.